cord to the computer. Okay. Hi, Phyllis.
Hi.
Okay. You
How
can
are
hear
you?
me?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. And I can hear Pam. And I can hear Bill.
Hello,
And
everyone.
Soasvan is a newer member. I don't think she's attended the session before, but she said she'd be back in a moment. She muted herself for a little while. So I have
I'm
a
back.
whole
I
bunch
saw
of,
that it's
huh? What?
I'm here now. Hello.
Oh, Swasvan is here? No, she's muted.
Sowas von? Wo leben Sie, sowas?
Ganz richtig, ich lebe in Deutschland.
Ganz gut.
Okay. I know you speak English because you can write in English. Oh, let's see. Ask to unmute. What does that mean? Ask to unmute? All right. It looks to me like you're muted. There you are. There you go.
Hey, George, you have long hair.
Yeah. So I got to change my name.
George? What, who is George?
That's my husband. It's our Zoom account is under his name. So whenever I log in, it
There you
defaults
go.
to his name.
Okay. Could I get y'all to put your username behind your name so that people who just know you by your username can tell who you are? You see how mine says Michelle Fry, Ms. Fry? So, as most people just know me as Ms. Fry. There you go. L. Green, William Jones. I mean, you could put both of your names, it's fine. So, I don't know how many people are going to come today. I haven't heard from anybody. Usually I do, except for Mary will be missing her first meeting ever. And I was just going to appoint her our mascot because she's never missed a meeting. But anyhow, it's fine. We'll do this. I want to let y'all know we are recording this. So one of these days it will get put on the list of our Zoom sessions. I'm going to try to combine what we're doing lately with what has been happening over the last year or so. And it used to be they're discombobulated with all kinds of different names and stored in 2 or 3 different places. So one of the things I'm going to try to do, and hopefully with Bill's help, because he's really good at that sort of thing, is to get them all in one place and then put it like in our signature. This is where you can look at all the videos. Part of our issue is getting the word out that we're having these sessions, because, and we're going to cover some of that today, is how do people find out what's even going on around here unless they just look, unless they just nosy and they poke around and look. And so one of the things I was excited to talk about today is something called Libraversaries. How many of you have ever heard of that? No idea what the Libraversary is? Well, I didn't know either. I didn't know either until last week. I got a private message from Lynn Thompson. She's one of our most active MCs. And she asked me if I would like to take over doing the Libraversaries because she's swamped. She's so active and she's just swamped. And I said, well, what is it? And I come to find out it's really something interesting. And I'm going to introduce all of you to that. And since we're on record here, I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen and take you there and explain it to you. Okay. And then it's something y'all can, we can check it out. You can maybe get involved in. Let me share my screen. And I'm going to share my whole screen, meaning everything. All right. Like this. So let's see. I don't see the green line around my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
I can see it.
You can see LibriVox Forum?
Yes.
Okay. Usually it tells you that. All right. So here we are at the forum. It's all kinds of stuff that goes on at the forum that unless you go looking, you'll never know it's there. And one of the places that you do know about is this suggestions, comments, news, and discussion, because that's where our monthly Zoom sessions are posted. Okay. Zoom announcement thread is on news. And then in addition to that, here it says December Libraversaries. Do you see that? And we're going to click on that. December Libraversaries. And this is by Lynn, and starting this next month, I'm going to be organizing this. At LibriVox, we value all our volunteers, whether you are on a daily, weekly, or just every now and then. We thank you for your contribution. This month, we celebrate those of you who have your Libraversary in December, meaning you joined the club in December, okay? And a special pat on the back, high five, well done, thank you. Active members celebrating a December Libraversary are as follows. And Roger has been here 15 years, and he signed up in December. Bill Mosley, Algie Puck. And then it just names all the people and how many years they've been here, which I think is pretty spectacular. And let's see, for this year, we had this many people sign up. And then you have sometimes very few people know about this. Lynn tells me they don't notify anybody that they're on the list, which I'm going to hopefully change that. And then one person, Greg Giordano, noticed and said, thank you. So that's the December one. In January the 1st, the January one will go up. And if you go back, you see the December Libraversaries is a sticky. You see that light bulby kind of thing right there? At the top, these light bulbs, they're stickies, which means they are stuck to the top. It's the first thing that you see. So I'm just going to at random pick you, Lisa.
Michele?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. William?
Oh, you're talking to me. Okay. At the top of this screen, your screen, there's a URL, HTTPS, and a bunch of stuff. In January or in past months, will that URL remain the same, or does it change each month?
I don't know, but how about we do a search for, what I was going to tell you is these stickies are at the top. And then these, whatever you call, I call them hamburgers or whatever, they're underneath in the order that, by date order. And if we go to do a search, let's do a little search here for, let's do a search for, let's see, Lisa, what month did you sign up? Do you remember?
I can't remember. I was just thinking that it was probably February. I'm not sure. I haven't been here a year yet, though. I know that.
Oh, you
but I can't
haven't.
remember
So
exactly when
that won't count then. So Bill, what month did you sign up?
April.
Okay, let's look at this. Let's go April, Libra, Versaries. And we'll just do a search. And there, oh, that says May Libraversaries. There's April Libraversaries. I wonder if you are on it. Let's take a look. I don't know. Haven't looked this up. So for April, these are all the people that signed up in April.
Michele, do
Yeah.
Control F and bring up the search thing and look for William.
William? Wait,
Control F.
wait, hold on. No, just a minute. 3 years.
Okay.
Kevin S. Kevin S. is our friend. He's been here 3 years, last April. But do I see you on this list?
If
No,
you
I
do
don't.
Control F, you can find it out.
Control F.
Yeah. And then up the top, there's a box put in William.
Well, I don't see a control. I don't
Top of
see
your
anything.
screen.
I
Up
don't
at the
see.
box next to
I
the
hit
big
Control
red
F and I
N.
don't get anything.
Yes,
Okay.
you do.
What did I get?
A
Did you
box
start
opens up
typing?
at the top of your screen next to the big red N.
Oh, there, right there. Huh, didn't know
Type
about
in
that.
William.
Oh, yeah,
You'll
it's
see
a
how many
find. You
William.
mean Control F is for find. Just William, only William?
Yes. And
Alright.
there's 0. So I'm not there.
Aren't you on the form as Bill Jones?
Yeah, you're William
I-
Jones.
The what do you call that name? William Jones versus Bill
It's your
Jones
username.
username. Yeah.
Okay, but it's not on this page. I think it's just only looking at this page and it's not there.
Well, yeah, it's that Control F is only for the
This page.
current page
Okay,
you're
so
on.
you're not there. So you don't know it, but you got missed that year. April Libreversaries, you're not there. So
Maybe it
this
was
is
May.
this is going to be the job of this is the job of me who's going to be doing the Libreversaries. I'm going to show you how we find out if you're there. And you see this quick links up here at the top? You see that hamburger? It's really a menu, but I call it a hamburger.
Me
Click the
too.
hamburger and go members. You see that members? Click on members. And this is all 1916, 19.
Wow.
That's how many pages of members we have. It's really, and they're listed
Each
by
page has
what
50
year
members.
did you sign up? You see? When did you sign up? I happen to know
Oh, look
that,
at wow.
pardon me? Somebody said something?
Oh, I just there's like 1,900 pages on this.
1900
And each page has
pages.
50 names.
Wow.
Yes. So we have that many pages worth of members. Now, if you haven't ever toured this, it starts out with the first member we've ever had was Kristen, and then Hugh McGuire, of course, and then Mackenzie and Kay Ray. We keep running across her. So on page 1, you have the first people that ever joined this club. You can also sort by posts. This is just a little lark. You can sign by number of posts, and you get with the most posts: Trisha G, Carolyn, Anise, Kitty, Ice Queen, Lynn. Look at the number of posts. You see how much activity there is. Our friend Phil, way up at the top. Okay, Avaye, we're going to talk about her a little bit more later today. And I just have to brag just a tiny little bit. I'm on page 1.
All right.
It's just so bizarre, but so because I have 9,800 posts. But that's over the course of what 9 years. So in June of this 2023, I will be celebrating my 10th anniversary. So it's just an interesting thing. You can poke around like that and learn a little bit more about the people you interact with. Okay. But that's not, we're here.
Michele?
We're here to talk about when you joined. We're going to sort by joined.
Okay.
Okay. And I've got mine sorted by the most recent first. These are the most recent people that joined. I think that Phil covered this the other day, but you can sort by in ascending or descending order. So right now,
How do you do that?
well, I was going to tell you how, but it's not here at the bottom of this page. There's a little thing at the bottom of the page where you get to tell, but it's not on this page naturally because I want to show it to you. Okay, so basically I was going to say, I was showing you how you find, let's see, Lisa, you don't remember what month you joined, do you? But I can find out.
I don't. It would be
Al
probably
Green.
February, March. With an E
What?
on the end.
Oh, yeah. I can tell when you join because every post that you post, anytime you're on a project and you post and you want to learn about the person you're talking to, There you go. There's L Green. On the right-hand side of every post, it tells a little bit about everybody. It tells you how many, what is this? You joined in December, okay? December 2nd. So you should be, no, you shouldn't be because you joined in
Oh, that's when I
2020.
posted that. Yeah, I did join, and I believe it was in 2022, but it was, yeah, that's when I posted that.
That's the day you posted that.
Michele?
Okay, but wait, if I go to the actual thing there, now it will tell you that you have had 38 posts and you joined in November. You joined November 15th, 2021.
Oh, joined that long ago? Oh, wow.
You
So
did.
I have had my 1 year
You have. So
in November.
let's go do a little thing and see if you made it. Okay. Here we are. Let's go to November. LibriVoxes. Libra versaries. November LibriVersaries. There you go, November LibriVersaries. We're going to see if Lisa Green is on there in the 1 year list. There you are,
Yeah,
Lisa Green. Okay.
Yay.
So you made it. So that's the way you can just poke around and find out. Now, so what's going to happen in January the 1st is the same list will apply, except it'll say 2 years. Okay. And then we'll have in January, we'll have all the first year ones. So you'll be celebrating your 2nd anniversary next December. So there you go. So that's the LibriVersaries. That's what I just wanted to show y'all. And you might want to just check up on it now and then. And I wish there would be a way we could congratulate these people or tell them, automatically tell them congratulations. Because it is quite an ordeal. It's quite something to be here for a while. Any questions
Positive
about
feedback.
LibriVersaries?
Will we get a Libra cake?
I wish. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to decorate. We'll decorate this. We'll put a big birthday cake on it or something. Yeah, I mean, she's got the candles on the cake, but there is a way. I know that LibriVox frowns on it slightly because of the bandwidth, but there is a way you can actually put like a clip art or something, not a little emoji, but you can actually put a piece of clip art in here. Anyway, we'll see what happens. It's going to be fun. So now you know about LibriVersaries. And you know about the members list and how to do that. And I'm going to try in a little while to find out how to sort. Let's see something here. Is that a sort? Okay, April LibriVersaries. At the bottom of this, no, it still doesn't tell you. Okay, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to tell you right now. So now the next thing I want to cover have we covered that? Y'all understand that?
I think I found how to sort.
I can't hear you.
I think I found how to sort. You have to click at the top of the column name.
Oh yeah, you click at the top of the column name and sort. That's I know how to sort. What we're trying to talk about is I'll show you when I run into it. There'll be another one where Bill was asking how to sort by ascending or descending order. It's possible you can just click and you go ascending and then click again and it goes the opposite direction. I don't know about that, but there's something else I will show you about later. Okay, I'm going to go back to the forum where we were on the forum. Right here. We're kind of exploring the suggestion, comments, news, and discussion. So more, I guess you would call it news, or you could call it a suggestion. You see we're here, it's another sticky at the top. It says suggest a staff pick. So how much do y'all know about staff picks? Nothing, huh? Not a thing. So we have a PR problem, staff picks. So I'm going to come back to the staff picks in a minute, but first I'm going to open up a brand new page. I'm going to click on the home page, LibriVox home page. And at the home page, of course, you know all about, you get the latest audiobook releases on the left-hand side. And it's the 10 most recent books that have come off our catalog or put on the catalog. And on the right-hand side, it says latest news, more audiobooks. And what you have here, let's see where it says more audiobooks. It's just a list of more and more recent audiobooks. And if you go back to more news, now this is really a blog. More news is a blog. And if you hear people talking about the LibriVox blog, it's here where it says more news. Now, see where it says blog? Okay. Okay, happy December, spirituality and Christmas, December 1st. Happy December, month of Christmas, whether you'll be celebrating it or not. Here are 10 gems from our catalog to lift your spirits. Okay, and then these are these 10 books, okay? And you wonder, who picks these 10 books? The Spring of Joy, The Martyrs of the Catacombs, The Lord of Love. Who picks these and what are they called? Well, they're called staff picks. This was for November, staff picks. This is October, staff picks. Okay, August, staff picks. And older posts. It just goes on and on and on. You can just go back and back and back and back and back. Now, I was very curious about how these books are chosen. And so I asked some questions and I got some answers. And let me go back here. If you go to the forum, it's the only way you can get there. You go to the forum. You have to sort of know your way around. And if you go to the wiki, LibriVox wiki, you see up here, I got all these links, guides for listeners and volunteers. There's the wiki. Go to the wiki, and if you do a search for staff picks, this tells you how those 10 titles every month are chosen. Staff picks, you have to know to look for this. Staff picks were a feature of our LibriVox page on archive.org, where 10 hand-picked books were listed on the right-hand side of the page each month. Now, this was an archive function. It was not a LibriVox function. Archive staff chose 10 LibriVox books every month. The feature has been discontinued, but the list lives on in our news feed on the LibriVox homepage. And you can also go to the posts directly by clicking here, which will take you to exactly what I had taken you to before, which is the blog, the monthly picks. Okay, now you might ask, which I asked, isn't it kind of not LibriVoxy for us to, pick and choose and accentuate things by somebody picking it? So this explains how that happened. The list is updated at the beginning of each month. The main goal is to show a variety of audiobooks we're offering to help listeners find the hidden gems in our catalog. And I found out that Avai, one of our most active MCs, picked up this project, this gauntlet, shall we say, many years ago when Archive discontinued it. And she's been organizing this ever since. And can you help? She's saying, can I help? The staff picks are so called because that's how Internet Archive, our file host, called them. But LibriVox is entirely volunteer run and has no staff. Or maybe we should say everybody is staff at LibriVox. Here's a look at this thread in the forums where you can make your own suggestions. At this point, there is a theme for each month. However, feel free to post any suggestions, even if they don't fit the theme right now. They surely come handy at some later point. Currently, Avai is the admin responsible for the staff picks. She collects them. She writes a nice blog post and puts it online so that I'm having a hard time reading this. It's so tiny. So pointers to literature, dramas, or poetry are especially welcome. Let's not forget books we don't have cannot be picked. The more books we produce, the better. Have fun recording. And here is the list of staff picks since 2008. Now, I didn't ask Avai. I should ask her, and I will ask her. When your book gets picked, do you get notified? Or could it be that your books are on this list and you don't know they're there? So that's something I'm gonna look into, but y'all can look into it. I'm dying of curiosity to know if any of my books have been staff picked. But I'm just showing you that so you'll know, and you maybe can, let's see if we go have a look at this thread where you can make your own suggestions. Let's look at that. Let's do staff picks. She's about to do a list. This is December 2008. Okay, I think on this sheet, I'll be able to go to the bottom. No, it's not there. So I have to go to the back, go to 96, and you'll get the most recent posts of Hawaii, because the Chinese have a natural aversion to tomatoes. So there's some chatting that's going on here. And if this is something that interests you, want to be a part of that, you want to recommend your own book, you want to recommend another category, I'm sure Avai is very open to suggestions. Welcome. In Spanish, I found 3 suggestions in the catalog. So she relies, I'm sure she relies on us to help her find things, okay? The staff has picked for this month. Thanks for your suggestions. Please have a look at this page for the current picks. Check our wiki page for a plain vanilla list. It contains all the staff picks. Like to have books concerning Christmas, religion, spirituality, philosophy, preferable with an uplifting tone for the whole. So hold the fire and brimstone. Any language, any creed, any shape, size, and form. Surprise me. Especially welcome are suggestions of plays and poetry. And as always, all languages welcome. Isn't that nice? That's a sweet thing we do. Okay, does anybody have anything to say about staff picks? Nothing to add? Was it interesting? Did y'all find this interesting? I can't hear any of you. Is
It was good
anybody
to know.
there? Huh?
Yeah, we're here.
Hello.
All you're hearing are crickets, right?
Yeah, I don't hear anything, so I don't know if y'all are getting anything out of this or what.
Well, I always appreciate learning all the different things that are on here because there's so much.
Yeah.
I know
And
it's
navigating
really
around and
so.
stuff.
And I've been here almost, like you say, 10 years and 9.5 years, and I didn't know anything about this. So I thought I would share.
I wish there was a way that we could spread the word about this kind of thing, and especially like you were saying too, Michelle, about these Zoom meetings. I mean, I wish when I first joined, like I knew about this stuff, and the only way I found out was my my DPL Larry told me about the Zoom meetings.
Mhm.
But I wish we could come up with a way that we can, get more people to know about all the things that are available.
Well, I absolutely, totally agree with you on that. And we were thinking about, Mary and I were talking privately about having a Zoom session just for people who wanted to brainstorm how to get the word out about the Zoom sessions and about these other things. As you know, Phil has done a lot of lots and lots and lots and lots of videos. They're all listed on the wiki of how you can find out about how to edit. And he's recently done a tour of the LV platform. But you can only cover so much in one video. So yes, it'd be nice to have, we all have a signature at the bottom of our posts. Let's see, Phyllis, I looked you up. Why do I have silver quill everywhere? Oh, because you wrote. Okay, Phyllis, you joined in October. No, that's the date I fell for that one again. You joined in January. Oh, goody. So you're going to be on my list next month. How about that?
Oh, boy.
And so this is exactly what we're talking about. You're going to go on the January Libriversary next month on January, the first week of January, and you're not going to know it until and unless somebody tells you. So I want to come up with a way to notify the people on the list that, hey, go check it out. You're on the list. Congratulations. So maybe I should appoint you as the deputize you to figure out a way to let everybody know, everybody on the list know, because it's rather daunting.
I know we had to supply our email addresses when we signed up. And
Right.
so I think that's how I found out about the Zoom thread, because I got, you get all kinds of emails that tell you how to do things and
Yeah.
stuff. And maybe that's where I put it, because I'm like, how would I have known about this otherwise?
I don't know. That is a question. Up here where it says private messages, am I still sharing my screen?
Yes.
It's really weird because usually if you're sharing your screen, you get a green box around it, and I don't have that. But just to make sure y'all all know, if you go to your private messages up here, you can do a where it says profile.
Mhm.
You want to make sure, and I don't know how new members know about this. You can set up a signature. You see where it says edit your signature. And most people don't take advantage of this, but you can, every post you put, you can have your real name. So people don't have to call you El Green, they can call you Lisa. They don't have to call you Phyllis V. They can call you Mamie or whatever, whatever you want to be referred to in a friendly manner. So I put Michele Fry, and then I have a list of my covers because it's something I'm active on. And then my projects where I want people to go and maybe contribute. So there's only a certain number of characters, but as you can see, I set this up like this, and that's how it reads it. And also, you see how Michele Fry CC is a link, and down here, it's a link. If you click on that, you get to my reader details. Y'all can set this up. You just have to know it's there. And at the bottom, you can do like what one of the things Bill does is Phil does, is he always puts like a quotation or something funny. And you could also use this to advertise. You could put at the bottom of your signature, I've been here a year, yay, or you could say, go check this out. We can use this to advertise. Next Zoom session, such and such a day. So use this edit signature for yourself if you haven't done it yet. And then down here at account settings, I think Phil has done a tour of this. You can you edit account settings. There's your email address if you want to receive email notifications. Some people don't do email notifications. They just look up here in the upper right corner, you see notifications. A lot of our MCs just check their notifications 10 times a day. Most recent, all the transactions that are happening on LibriVox that pertain to you are listed here. I never even think to look at those. I just always get an email. But that's something you
I
can,
see, I don't get an email. I always have to look. I never get an email from LibriVox, but so I always
okay,
go in
that's
and
because you don't have your account
I've got a
settings
book.
set to do that. Okay, so
It's
when
in,
you do,
it's in there.
you go private messages, you'll go profile.
Yeah, I'm in there and I'm on edit account settings. My email address is in there, but maybe I have to submit it or something in order for that to work. I don't know.
Okay. So just a minute. Preferences. Let's look up board preferences. Go board preferences. And users can contact me by email.
Yeah, mine says yes.
Allow users to send you private messages. Hide my online status. Some people do. I don't. I want people to know if I'm
I
looking
don't.
at them.
Yeah, I don't know why I never get an email notification about anything. So I always have to go in and look at my
At your
notifications.
notifications.
Well,
Well,
I
that's
have got
very
private
interesting.
messages too.
Don't you have to bookmark it or something? That's what I
Um,
do.
Let's see what it says here. Private
I thought I
messages.
had to bookmark it to get
No. Groups,
notifications.
friends, infos, profile. Let's see. Let's just look here. Manage to remember me login keys. I have no idea what that is. Overview. Let's see what that is. So when you manage your subscriptions. Oh, overview. Let's look at
Yeah, yeah.
manage subscriptions. No. Manage
Try manage
subscriptions.
bookmarks.
It says you are not subscribed on mine. I'm looking at mine now. It says you are not subscribed to any forums. And I thought I did whenever I would do a book. I thought but maybe I'm not. So I'll just
So you'll have to go there and look because it really does help to get an email notification. Or you can look
Yeah,
at
because
your
I always have to go in and
408
look.
notifications. Oh, God. Maybe I need to start doing that. Okay, so we've taken the tour of staff picks and LibreVersaries. Those are two things I wanted to cover with you. Just for happenstance, I was talking with a member on one of my projects yesterday who he found he was reading out of he was reading a text in Gutenberg for me and came up with some wrong words. So he recorded them the way they were. And we got into a discussion on what happens when you have when you find a mistake in a Gutenberg text and you don't know whether to just replace it. Like the word he read was stern, S-T-E-R-N, but the real word was stem. Because the OCR reads the R-N and the M the same, and it interprets them incorrectly. So what do you do? The question came up, what do you do when you find a mistake? And the answer that I gave was I go try to find the same book on Internet Archive that has been scanned in, and you go to that page and you can verify whether the word is really stern or stem, because a copy of the book is different from the OCR, and that is what came straight from the publisher. Usually the publishers make mistakes also. So that came up, and I thought it would be interesting just to show you, because I told him, I said, you can contact Gutenberg. They very much appreciate it if you point out any errors you find in their OCR text. So I wanted to show y'all how to do that. It's real easy, okay? If you're interested in going that far and assisting, you can type in, well, I'll do it this way. I just type in Gutenberg. See, I already did it. Report errors. You click on that. Report errors. That's something you can remember. Do a search on reporting errors. It takes you right to errata, fixes, and bug reports, Project Gutenberg. You click right on that. And how do you submit errors? And they show you several different ways you can report errors. Okay, they say you can do it the hard, this is how they have, you can do it the hard way, or you can really do it even shorter and easiest to use. You would say in Homer's Odyssey, ebook 1728, I found the following errors. Okay, Telemachus, who has now resided, Bess equals has, but I would ask thee, would ask equals would space ask, and the elders gave place to him. Him equals, I don't see an error there. Anyway, you see, you can just very easily help them out to improve their site by just reporting any errors you might find. I think that's a nice thing to do, and I do that. So all you have to do is remember to search Gutenberg for reporting errors, and you get to that page. A nice little citizen, being a citizen steward of Gutenberg without having to actually join their organization.
Hi, Birdie. Come on. Come on, little birdie.
Okay, so that's what I had to offer there. Oh, I do have one other thing. Stop sharing. There you go. Okay, I've stopped sharing. And there we are.
Claudia.
Hello, Claudia.
Claudia can't talk. She's muted her sound.
Ask to unmute. Okay. Maybe she's just listening in. So, how do you pronounce Soasvan? Soasvan?
Sowas von. It means
So
much so.
Soasvan. So I have noticed your presence in the the Zoom discussion thread, and noticed that you're very, very active in the club. You haven't been here very long, but you're very, very active, lots and lots of posts. So I'm curious about you. Tell us about yourself, if you will.
Oh my goodness.
Put you right
What
on
can I
the spot.
tell? So I have for a long time wanted to do audiobooks. So I guess that's why I'm so active. This is now my chance, and I've wanted to join LibriVox a while ago already, and now I'm forcing myself. I'm doing my first solo, and I have
Oh,
participated in
okay.
some English projects, but then I decided it seems I will always be an English reader. Maybe I can be a great German reader, so
Mhm.
I'm not doing German projects.
Well, that's good. We need that. We need that because most of us can't do that. So that singles you out as someone very,
Yeah.
very valuable. So what
Yeah,
kind of
just
stuff are you
suggested-
interested in?
Oh, if I say just nice stories that you can listen to like after work,
Mhm.
not so much like, well, the world is dull and terrible and grim. let's all be sad, but rather like detective stories, adventure stories,
Mhm.
Jules Verne. And I've just found this author that nobody seems to know, Matthias MacDonald Bodkin, and he's written stories about a male detective, a female detective, a book where they meet, and a book about their son. It was like,
Mhm.
yeah, that's cool.
So
I do at least one
you're
of those.
BCing a solo now?
Yeah, my
Okay.
first German solo.
Oh,
Good. Wonderful. So who is your MC?
It's Lorda.
Lorda. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So
He's
there's,
really a hard worker too.
oh, I know they all are. I was talking with Lynn Thompson a couple of months ago, I guess, and she's MCs 40 projects at a time.
what?
Oh, my God.
It's like a lot to manage.
Which I think is why I'm
Wow.
doing, she asked me if I would do the Libraversaries because she's just overwhelmed, you know. She and Trisha both, they just they just do constant. You'd think you'd do, you know, 3 or 4 at a time, but no, doing a lot. Well, good luck with that. And I'm very interested to see what you do with your Sovas
Thank you.
Fun, SOVASFON. I have to remember that. Sovas Fun.
Yep.
Okay. So I only have one other thing I could share with you if y'all were interested in it, but does anybody else have anything they'd like to share? We have 15 minutes.
One minor thing, please.
Mhm.
I sent a request to Tricia the other day about Monday's outage, planned outage. It wasn't an accident or a natural disaster. And I asked about how LibriVox backs up its stuff. And it turned out the answer was they relies solely upon their information on the Internet Archive servers. And being a practical man of the world, if you're going to archive anything of long-term significance, you need to back it up in multiple places, multiple geographic places, not just on 2 desktop machines in your garage, but like I just found that Corvallis, Oregon is the least natural disaster prone country in a state in America. And so it would be great if LibriVox's stuff could be backed up there, maybe in Florida. And I was asking her to pass my questions on to a knowing person in LibriVox. How prepared are we if Internet Archive should go down? I mean, really down hard, you know. How much could we recover of what we've done over the last, since 2005? And
It would just be an incalculable loss to so many people, you know.
so at this point in time, it's time to back up what we've got. And
well, I've already told Trisha that I back up any project that I'm on. I have every file. I have every completed file of anything y'all have ever done on any project of mine. I could reconstruct the book, the artwork. I couldn't reconstruct the forum, you know, the forum that explains, you know, we have an historical files of all of our posts. They're there permanently. I don't know if y'all know how to find those. Do you?
And where is there? You say they're there. Where is there?
They're on the forum. Do y'all know about that? Once you've completed a project and it goes away and it's cataloged, do you know that you can still find all your files? Every post you've ever made is right there.
And
Do y'all know about
my
that?
question concerned things. Where is that data preserved? Where is it?
Oh,
backed up
that I don't know.
multiple times?
That I can't tell you.
And her tech person wrote something back, and she quoted what he or she wrote.
Oh,
And
tell us.
well, I can't, because he only addressed what I wrote in that first question to Tricia.
Yeah.
If you guys know of anybody, we are really at a critical point here. From 2005 to today, there's a lot of stuff that should be preserved.
It should
And
be.
I mean, the people from Iceland could nuke, see, where is LibriVox? Where its machines located?
Somebody's basement somewhere. One of our members has everything.
Yeah. Well, Iceland could get mad at us and bomb us, and we would be SOL. So that's just a little thing that I'm sort of working on now.
I don't think it's little. I think we owe it to all of our volunteers to they signed on for a project. They donate thousands of hours, all for free, with great love and affection and devotion. And we should have this stuff. I think Archive actually should, their servers. In fact, I think Archive does have multiple copies. I've read this somewhere in the Archive website. They have everything stored in multiple places. But it would be good, Bill, for you to research that out and report back. How about that?
I needed more homework, didn't I?
Yeah, you do. Report back, please. So you have homework now.
I'll report back to Pam and she can disseminate it.
Oh, no, we'll set up a Zoom tutorial session, a Zoom session on discussing how our stuff is preserved. Because I've told several of the MCs, I've told a few of the MCs whom I hope have discussed it more broadly in the, what does Phil call it? There's a room where all the MCs meet. I forget the name of it, but one thing they really should be discussing is, preserving all this stuff. So, and I've said, like I said, I save all of my projects, but where would I upload them back to? I don't know. That's a whole nother ball of wax.
Right.
Yes, I think somebody should be appointed to do that. And I'm a staff like anybody else. I can appoint you, William Jones, to take care of that because you're good at that. Okay? Please?
What about Phyllis? She's not doing anything.
Hey.
Okay, you two can form a committee and work together. How about that?
Right. We can probably draft a lease. I am in conversation with Tricia. She knows where a lot of the stumps are. That's from a joke. How did Jesus walk on the water? He knew where the stumps were.
Yeah.
Right.
Tricia knows where a lot of the stumps are. Maybe she'll connect a bunch of folks together who know the guts of LibriVox and get some sort of backup.
And this ties into when I joined LibriVox, they did a donation. They did a fund drive. Okay, they had to raise money, and so I just expected it to happen every year because Internet Archive does a fund drive every year, and Wikipedia does a fund drive every year, and they hit me up. They each hit me up for $100, and I feel like, oh my God, that's only $2 a week. That's just so chintzy of me to only give them that much money for all the time I use them. But I'd be so happy to give LibriVox $100 a year if only they would just do a fund drive. So they tell me, well, you can always go to Archive and do it. And I was like, no, I want to respond to a fund drive because I don't want to be the only one. So they feel like asking for money is too commercial, but I just think that's, it's just the way you run things nowadays. We need to have another server. A lot of people will very happily contribute to projects they believe in.
Oh,
I agree.
One thing that I did learn with the conversation with the tech guy, whoever he or she is that all of LibriVox's data is less than 1 terabyte of data. In my laptop, I have 2 terabytes of data. Memory is cheap nowadays. It's not a big investment.
Well, my husband for my birthday, which was last month, bought me a 2 terabyte external hard drive so I could just back up my machine.
Yeah.
And he could have gotten 4 terabytes just very easily.
Yeah.
So it can be done. Oh, I'm excited. We'll put that on the agenda sometime to have a Zoom session on that. We'll discuss that.
Is there a place where we can address to the MCs, to the admin team, questions like that?
I don't think you just address and MC, and they ask them to take it to the team.
Okay.
That's all I know to do. That's the only thing I know to do.
Also, die Zeit ist vorbeigegangen.
Mhm.
Also müssen wir, so now we should probably quit.
It is almost 12 o'clock. I did have one more little topic to bring up, just a very small thing. And it has to do with metadata. Do y'all know what metadata is?
Sort. Tell us.
Oh, thank you. for asking. Okay, in the early days, whenever you would put up a project, in the first post at the bottom, it would say to fill in your metadata. Now, supposedly when you save, like if you have open an Audacity file and you record something, then you hit save and it opens up a box, and the box says title, author,
Yeah.
project, comments, year, all that stuff. That's all metadata. And you used to have to fill that in. They don't do that anymore. They don't ask for that anymore, somehow or another. Oh, hello, Phil. Good. You're the right
Hey.
person for me to ask this. Back in the olden days, we're talking about metadata. In the early
Yes.
days, your first post would ask you to fill in the metadata when you
I
saved a
remember
file.
now.
And so you would,
Yes.
they didn't ask for all of it. They only asked for the name of the book, the name of the author, and the name of the section. And you could add in the other stuff if you wanted. They've dropped that. It's not on the template generator anymore. So they don't ask for that. However, I always add it, and I was going to share a screen and show you how useful that is to add that. And there are some programs you can open, not necessarily on LibriVox, but I think like if your file goes up on the internet and you open that file, it will have running across the top of your file, what your metadata is. Not necessarily LibriVox related, but other things that you do, the metadata seems important. And I was gonna show y'all about that if you're interested, or we can put it on next, since it's noon, we could put it on next month.
Yeah, I have to get going. I have somewhere else I've got to be. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to log
Ready
out
to
right
roll.
now.
Well, and I
Actually
like
do
to
that.
have it,
I did all that stuff.
we can do it next month, okay?
Yes, we can.
I'm checking out. Hi, Phil. What's wrong with your voice, Phil?
My voice, I don't know.
No, it's okay.
Now it's okay. I was just feeling old, that's all. She was talking about the old days. My goodness, you guys don't know the pain it was to catalog a thing. I mean, it was an all-day affair. Meticulous little, I'm sorry, I mean, now it's boo the silk. Okay, sorry, I'll shut up.
I
Okay,
gotta go
so
back
now
to
we
the-
don't have to do metadata. Nice to see
Michele,
you,
I-
Lisa.
You
Bye,
too.
Pam.
Bye-bye.
I need to go too.
Okay,
Thank you,
I like
everybody, for-
that. 1 hour is good. So
Keep
see y'all
reading,
next
folks.
month, okay?
Yes, you will.
Okay.
Promise. I absolutely promise. Well, more or less. My brain doesn't always work perfectly well.
You look so thin.
Yeah. Yeah, Phil.
That's
What's
because
up?
I'm
Yeah.
healthy. I'm eating intermittent fasting, folks. Let me
Mm.
recommend that to everybody. Eat during a certain window. Your body likes it. Yes, you've heard about it. It's all over. It's good. It's cool. I've done it for about 10 months now. I feel good.
Seems to
Although my
work.
voice is weird.
Well, it's always been fit.
Search for it online. Go watch a YouTube video about it. It's good. I was talking to my granddaughter about it yesterday.
Okay.
What did y'all talk about? I'm sorry I'm late.
We talked about Libriversaries, and we talked about staff picks, and we talked
Who?
about
LibriVox 3?
reporting errors to Gutenberg. And
Oh,
we talked
wow.
about I got fussed for not posting the videos of these meetings. And
Don't
I
let
did-
anybody bother you, Michele. Okay, you do it. A great job. I'm all for
Okay,
you.
y'all. Thank you. And I'll see y'all next month, hopefully.
Oh, I want to talk about
Yeah, go ahead.
Gutenberg next time.
Okay. we can
I've gotten
do it.
involved. I now know how to do a search on Gutenberg for books that I want to do and recommend things. So cool. All right.
Okay,
Good.
so
I'll be
we'll talk
back.
about Gutenberg next month.
Okay. Hi, Bill. Bye-bye, Bill.
Ciao, ciao. See you,
Okay.
Phil.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye,
Thank you
Claudia.
for
Bye-bye,
coming.
everybody. Okay.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Wiedersehen. Yeah.
Wiedersehen.
Are you going to close this out, Michelle, or do we?
Yeah, I will. I just want to make sure everybody's done. Okay. End meeting for all.